Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Mr. Captain Quintime. Today we're going to I'm going to do a little bit of review, not a review, but I'm going to do a little bit of history on the 1911. I have my friend Ricky here. Today I am going to have a little conversation about this weapon, the gun, 1911. This is an airsoft. Inside the barrel is the orange. You'd see the orange on the inside. I took it off. The 1911 was graded, I think, around June. I don't know exactly. I know it was around 1911 during the before the First World War, by obviously John Moses Browning made the 1911. There was a gun before it, a 1909, which was like the predecessor of the. There was a 1909 they made that was like a predecessor to the 1911. The 1911, obviously, is a lot of people love the 1911. People still use it to this day. My biggest thing is people that like Glocks and think 1911s are bad. I have one thing to say to you guys. Think about how long the 1911 has been in service compared to a Glock.
Are you ready?
Yep.
How much history do you think you've gotten right so far?
I haven't really barely started. The 1911. This is based off of the World War II model. The backstroke checkering was not there in the original First World War model, so this is added into doing. This is the M1A1. So this is the military version. This is the World War. Actually, this is the World War II version. It has the backstroke checkering, which is actually added onto the 1920. The M1A1 was made like 20 something, 25, 24 maybe. And then they was still used, and I think it was used up basically till like the early 2000s, and then they replaced them with like the SIGs or something, like a SIG X, something like that, a SIG or a. Some people use Glocks. Like I know the Army, some units can choose the weapon they use, and some people use 1911 still. Some people use Glocks now, but I know some units in like the military are allowed to use and choose their own firearm. I personally love 1911. They're just a great looking gun, and
I see that. Look.
They're
obviously it's not going to say Colt on it. Obviously,
no, it's officially licensed by Colt.
Hold on. April 20th, 1897. Okay. I mean, I got right here if you want to hear it. So
go ahead.
Hartford, Connecticut, USA, for Colt's Patent Firearm Manufacturing Company. The patent dates are engraved on the left side of the barrel, ranging from 1897 to 1913. While the Colt 1911 is officially listed as the beginning service in 1911, the model originated in the late 1890s prior to undergoing modifications.
I will tell you guys, I am not a historian exactly. I'm not going to tell you. I can't tell you everything about it, but.
I'm a history buff, but not when it comes to physical items, unless it's a Zippo. So that's about it.
These the real steel ones, the actual real guns, were
real steel.
Were actually they're now what is it called? Milsurp? Not Milsurp. Something supply, whatever they were put in the background, and then they were replaced, and now like you have like the Ruger 1911s and the Smith & Wesson 1911s, and a lot of other companies now make 1911s, and Colt I think still makes them. They fit in most holsters. Like I bought this holster at Walmart. This is the World War II holster for the 1911. It all it does goes in here, snug fit, clasp it down, and that was how they carried it.
You need a break in that leather, dude. I swear to God.
The GIs carried it like that. That's how the GIs carried it. A lot of people will say that 1911s don't hold much capacity. The 45 ACP is a very strong, heavy round, and compared to a 9mm from a Glock, you will probably get more damage and output in a 1911 than you would in a Glock. Even though faster firing bullets do more damage technically, you're getting more penetration in a heavier,
Don't
bigger
forget.
bullet.
Don't forget, is it a full metal jacket? Is it a hollow point? Because those do more damage.
Because there are. Thank you, Ricky. There are definitely different bullets for 45 ASB. There's hollow points. There's full metal jackets. There's brass rounds. There's copper rounds.
For those unaware, if you get shot with a hollow point, the entry hole could look like that, but you got an exit hole really big.
Once it hits your body, it fragments the tip of the bullet and fragments into your body.
Mushroom.
Yeah, like a mushroom, like a mushroom cloud from like a nuke. It fragments into your body.
No, what I'm saying, David, is it blooms.
Yeah.
It's like a mushroom.
It opens up and it's like the round, like the arrows they used to use, and they spread open like this and they go into the body. I don't know the name of them.
Those aren't normal hunting arrows where you have to pull it all the way through.
But the 1911 is, I would say, I could probably say now, still in use to the military in some units, some branches. A lot of people carry them. Basically, I would say probably one of the most iconic U.S. handguns of all time. I would probably say in the top 3. The 1911 definitely is, people might think it's old-fashioned and out of date. Like I said, it has a hammer. Most weapons now don't have hammers, but it has the safety here. So basically, if I cock it, right, it does that. I cock it, the hammer goes and fires. Now, if I cock it, take my hand off the safety, and just fire it, I can't pull the trigger.
So is that your personal list of weapons?
I would probably say of most Americans, I'd
Sorry.
probably maybe say that, yeah.
Okay, so that's your personal. Because I looked it up, and apparently some people have different ideas. Someone said, so this list says 1, a Colt 1851 Navy revolver, 2, a Colt single-action Army revolver, and 3, a Smith & Wesson Model 10 revolver, and 4, a Luger pistol, and 5, the Colt 1911, which
Well,
I think
I
that
don't
should be
understand
higher.
why they were putting revolvers as handguns. They were classified as revolvers, not handguns.
Well, the revolver is a handgun.
I understand that, but it's classified as a. There's different classifications. Yes, it is a handgun, but at the same time, it's a revolver.
Oh, that's so ugly.
What?
A Colt Woodsman.
Ew.
Dude, that
Looks like the
that,
duck
it looks
gun.
No, it looks like as if. All right, so for those who need refreshers, that is a Luger, and then there's a 1911, and that is the Luger in 1911 inbred child.
Oh, hold on. If you want a comparison.
Yeah, just hold up the two at the same time. Hold on. So yeah, so if you look at this, that's the inbred child of both of those guns.
The Luger actually predates the 1911. This is older than the 1911.
Oh yeah.
This was in 1908, 1909. This was technically patented, but it was technically created around like
And a
1900.
Walter PPK is the ninth gun. That's like a pea shooter.
Walter PPK?
Yeah.
That's like the Cold War version. That was like the Cold War that was used.
And then number 14, I'm surprised, is the Colt Python.
Wow, I love the Colt Python. I would like to get an airsoft of that one.
I don't know, I like revolvers because it's so cowboy. Excuse me?
What? Which is on it?
Have you ever heard of a Remington XP100?
Yes. I've heard of it. I've never seen one.
Why does your gun need a sniper scope?
Why is it
This is not Call of Duty.
It's like a sniper pistol.
It's just like, and it's a bolt action too. Dude, some of these things are so.
People, you never heard, guys. The smallest and stupidest, most unpractical gun is called a Calibri. You basically use your first finger and you pulled it back and you did that. That was Calibri. It was this finger and this finger, and that's how you shot the gun.
And Glock 17 is number 22. Thank God.
Glocks they're a great gun. I would definitely agree, but
Weren't most of them made of porcelain?
they are all made of porcelain.
Are they? Let's look at that up.
I think they're all made of porcelain. I'm not a fan of Glock. People make Glocks think like they're gods. They're really not gods. If you really look at the 1911 service history compared to a Glock, we've had a 1911 longer, and it's probably a lot more reliable than a Glock is because of the service.
Glocks are not made out of porcelain. Porcelain is brittle and consequently a poor material for a firearm, such as a weapon would destroy itself, and it just ends with I'm assuming, and the user, because imagine that small bit of recoil and, oh, I got porcelain shards in my hand. Well, damn.
like I said, there's been
Polymer 2 is what it's made of.
the Glock versus the 1911 is not even a fucking a battle that should be even fought. They are so different in so many ways, in eras and times.
That's why I thought it was made of porcelain. The Glock 7 is a fictional 9mm pistol made entirely out of porcelain that apparently appears in Die Hard 2.
Oh, alright. The 1911, if you really think about like service history and reliability,
Sorry guys, I keep checking the camera. I have a twitch in my leg.
We have a lot more service with this than we do with a Glock. And this has been around for 120, 130 years.
Okay, but like, hold on, let me make sure I'm not wrong, because I'm pretty sure the first gun was almost like a revolver.
I don't know what the first gun was.
Well, I'm looking that up right now.
But, the 1911,
because like I said, it's always nice to have information.
The 1911 definitely for me, is a reliable gun, and I know a lot of people that rely on a 1911 as a carry gun, and a lot of airsofters love the 1911.
Fire Lance. The first, hold on, let me just, because they only have, this is the only example that they'll, come on, focus. Okay, so, oh, your camera's backwards, I don't like that. The first firearm was the Fire Lance, which appeared in China between the 10th and 12th centuries. It was depicted on a silk painting dated to the mid-10th, but textual evidence of its use does not appear until 1132, describing the siege of Dian. It consisted of a bamboo tube, gunpowder tied to a spear or other pole arm. Well, I mean, the Chinese did invent gunpowder.
Yeah, you're right.
What was the first handgun? Let's look that up.
I said first handgun.
What was the first handgun? Oh, well, that should have been no surprise to us because we're goddamn stupid. In 1432, Hosen, I'm not even reading that. Joseon.
Joseon, whatever.
Hosen, I don't know. Dynasty under the reign of, oh my god, Sejong the Great. I'm pretty sure, because I don't know, if I read Chinese, sometimes the J is a Y. Introduced the world's first handgun named Si Kong Tong, and it's literally just essentially a flintlock. That's literally what it is. The first practical and mass-produced handgun was the Colt revolver that came a few centuries later in the 1830s.
Okay. I don't have an actual representation for the Colt revolver, but I have a Smith & Wesson revolver.
Hold on. You don't need a Colt revolver. Hold on. Do you want the first Colt revolver?
Yeah, which would be
first
18
Colt.
No, it'd be one of the flintlocks. Not the flintlocks. I'm sorry.
Nope.
Percussion ones.
No, it could be a percussion one, but right here is the first Colt revolver.
Oh, the Colt Patterson. Colt Patterson.
Yeah, the Colt Patterson. Wow, I only showed you a picture. There's no there's a name under it. You could have seen that, but I don't know. This guy usually knows shit firsthand. So
like I said, modern revolver. This is based off of the Smith & Wesson revolver. Like I said, I'm a revolver guy. I love revolvers. I like guns in general. Guns are fun. I think they're awesome.
Guns are fun, but you gotta be careful because some people like to get political about that.
There are definitely.
Hold on. Let's hope this doesn't get to YouTube. Doesn't watch everybody, but YouTube's like, oh, you talk about anti-gun people, and if you're pro-gun, we have to take you down now.
As long as we're not actually using the gun, YouTube hates the gun people. Hate them.
Well, YouTube can. YouTube can suck it.
There are definitely controversies when it comes to guns. Like I said, my family are not gun people. My grandma was in the army. My uncle was in the army. My grandfather was in the army. My family is an army family, and a lot of them after.
I get what people say, and I know what people mean. Okay, but here's the example. Hold on, let's just make sure it's you. Yeah, you do something. Okay, see how it's not doing anything?
Don't blame the gun.
It requires the holder to do something.
When people get mad and want ban guns, Why are you banning guns when the guns haven't done shit? It's the people that do it. So why aren't you doing better?
Well, it's not just that. The better background check. It comes to the person who did the background check probably poorly.
Well, not even that. A lot of people get guns illegally. Like they'll find them in their dad's like drawer or their grandfather's drawer and use them. Or
no, not just that, dude. All you have to do, David. Okay, I know this isn't a real gun, but all I have to do is take out the firing pin, right? If I really want to, I can take out the firing pin and a few other mechanisms, and I have to 3D print the rest. I could order firing pins and whatnot, and I will not be questioned. And then I could just 3D print. But now, a lot of ghost guns have been seized, which that's what a 3D printed gun is, a ghost gun. So a lot of them being sieged, so it's going to be a lot harder now.
Like, we live in Massachusetts, and our gun laws are very...
Okay, I don't care about showing myself on camera. Massachusetts, dear God. Massachusetts, the most you can own, if not an airsoft, a pellet gun. Or a BB gun. That's it.
Massachusetts is one of the hardest states.
I'm surprised you can carry a lighter at this point.
Massachusetts is one of the hardest states to even get a TCO.
LTC,
I'm sorry. And it's very... And Massachusetts takes very serious when it comes to background checks, and, like, they don't fuck around.
No,
they don't fuck around with guns.
I don't care what this is going to look like on camera. Massachusetts is such a posh state. That's what it is. You got the yuppies, okay? The yuppies, people who get high-paying jobs when they literally require no intelligence, which sucks.
There are a lot of jobs that you don't even need an education for. You just do them and you do them.
Do you know what a yuppie is, though?
No.
A yuppie is like a really rich person. So, the snobby rich person. That's what a yuppie is.
I'm going to go to 20 minutes. It's about 16 minutes, so I'll go a little more. The controversy on, like, gun laws in, like, each state, like I said, in Florida, you can't carry a rifle. It's illegal to carry a rifle in public. But you can go in, like, Texas, you can carry a rifle everywhere you want to go.
In Texas, you can walk to McDonald's with a shotgun strapped on your back. I've even seen pictures of it.
In Georgia, people walk, like, my father lives in Georgia, and you can carry a gun on you at all times and go anywhere you want.
Conceal or open?
Open.
That's usually the question.
Because my aunt, like, my dad's girlfriend has guns, he owns guns, our family owns guns, and I was going to South Carolina with my father, and this guy walks into a fucking gas station with a gun on the side, and it's open and you can see it. And the guy walks in, and I'm like, dude, in Massachusetts, somebody saw that, the cops would already be there arresting you.
Hold on, no. In Massachusetts, it's hard, but you definitely can get your LT. You definitely can get your LTC.
It's just very, very hard.
It's not very hard. Let's say you are disabled, or you can. It's not just if you're disabled, but you can have a gun on you.
Yeah.
But you can't open carry it. No matter in Massachusetts, it's always concealed carry. So, like, if you have, like, someone I know, they have the holster inside their jeans, and it's tucked in, hidden. That's what you can do in Massachusetts. You can't open carry.
And that's like at the airport. You can legally put a gun on an airport and on a plane if you have it locked up and
no access to it.
No access to it, which you have to check it, and you have to let them know I have it and I'm checking it in.
You know what? I kind of regret it, but I don't. I gave my ex my Buck 119. I loved my 119.
I like that one. That was nice. The wooden handles, right?
No, it's a plastic handle.
No, I know. I'm just saying.
It's a Buck. So, have you ever seen Scream?
Yeah.
You know the long knife he has? Yeah. That's the Buck 120. I have the one smaller than that, but I love it. The Buck 120 is beautiful. The Buck 119. Ugh.
Tomorrow, me and my friend Ricky are gonna go to the flea market and have some fun.
I'm a big knife head.
He loves knives.
I like guns. But I leave that to him. I'm a big knife head though.
I like collecting weapons.
If it's sharp, I like it. So here, have this for Flash. Here you go.
Vietnam flashback.
You gotta be careful if you joke about that, dude.
There are I'll be updating my videos a little bit more whenever I get a chance. I just got a new job. I'll be working 5 days a week. So I will have to figure out my...
It's the end, Mr. Bond. Wait, does the dude use a Luger or no?
No, he doesn't.
Because half of James Bond's enemies were German?
No.
Russian and Germans.
Then nobody had a Luger. I don't know what it was, but it wasn't a Luger.
Why I like to think about. Have you ever thought about it?
What?
Every time you see a movie villain, they're drinking milk. Have you ever thought about that?
Mm-mm.
Do you know why that is?
Mm.
Because people assume drinking milk as a innocent child thing, like a childhood innocence type thing. Except I don't get, like, if any of you in that comment section are like, ew, milk, Fuck you. Milk is delicious.
Milk makes me Russian strong.
No, ignore Rusky.
Uh,
Or Red. This is my boy Red, but my grandfather calls him Cosmonaut.
I'm definitely gonna update you guys on more videos, and I'll have some more. Like I said, I'll vlog with Ricky whenever I get a chance.
Maybe we'll vlog tomorrow at the flea market.
Hells yeah.
I mean, some people don't like being recorded, though.
Well, we won't record them. We'll just be
Recording
we'll just
ourselves,
do it
yeah.
ourselves. If they tell us to turn off the camera, we'll turn it off.
It's easier to do it yourself because you can pause whenever you want
Yeah.
while recording.
I can.
I don't know if phones do that anymore.
Recording, you can't pause them. It just
No,
stops.
yeah,
the
you
video.
can.
Mine doesn't.
On Androids, you can.
Oh.
Give me your phone. I'm about to prove your dumbass wrong. Yeah, I already know the password.
But yeah. Yeah, I just want to let you guys know. I want to do a little bit of history. I wanted to talk to
And
you guys.
no,
a little
that's not friend abuse. We talk to each other like this on the daily.
bit. But I wanted to get you guys. We might do a vlog tomorrow, so we'll probably do it. But I will see you later, my captains. Thank you guys.